Hello again, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a hot minute since I uploaded anything long form. I've done a couple of short form things, but even that I stopped doing after a small period of time. Things get stressful. Let me tell you about how stressful it is to run a business. It is very stressful. I call it a small business, and I guess it is, but it's not. Like, I just mean like I've got a big expensive salon. At the start of the year I had 4 employees, you know what I mean? Medium business, let's call it a medium business. Running a medium business is really difficult and expensive and stressful. And 2024 really proved that to me. 2024 was not kind to me, but that's okay, because you know what? 2024 ended in a really good position, in a better position than it was at the start of the year. I have another video that I'm working on talking about burnout, and in that video it's supposed to be like just a couple of like March, and then I don't know, like April, and then June, and then maybe August, and it's just like a little, just me having a rant. And in many of them I'm just having a meltdown. I'm just crying and I'm just talking about how I'm sick of it and I'm over it and I just want to close the business and move overseas. But now, today, 13th of January 2025, I feel fresh, I feel positive, I feel excited. I feel like I'm actually getting somewhere with everything that I'm trying to work on. I don't feel burnt out. I don't feel exhausted all the time. I don't feel stressed out. I feel like it's going to be a really good year for Pole Bear. So here's my plan. I have a sort of 4-pronged plan. I've got 3 things that I want to attack and then 1 thing that I want to work on. So the thing that I want to work on is YouTube. I really enjoy talking about small business and small business finance and personal finance. They are probably 3 of my favorite topics. When I made this YouTube channel, I think it was, oh gosh, it was like 5 or 6 years ago probably. And what I wanted this channel to be was me talking about my business and how to run your own business, or how I operate on the business side of things, as in like the physical business side, like how I groom dogs. But the older I'm getting, because I'm 31 now, I'm getting on in years, the thing that I'm learning that I like the most is finance. And I just always have. I've always been interested in finance. I think that's why I'm a small business owner, because I like having the control of the finances. But I tell you what, managing finances is very difficult. But that's what I want to do with this YouTube channel. I want to move more towards, I want to move away from like a girl with the dogs thing, where she's just like, hey, watch the dog that I'm grooming. Like, watch me groom this dog. I want to move more towards the area that I'm particularly interested in, which is small business finance. So I think that's what I'm going to do. At the end of every month, I want to do a little update and be like, this is my January finances. This is how much I grossed. This is how much my expenses were. This is how much we profited, yada yada. Here's our challenges. Here's things we found easy. Because I feel like a once a month video is going to be really good, and it's like a really good, interesting content for you guys. It's also going to be fun for me to make, and it's also going to be a really good way to keep me on top of everything that I need to be on top of. Something that really changed the way that I think about my business is last year, unfortunately, my old boss, he passed away suddenly, and his partner and employees just decided to close the business, which is totally fair enough. Like, I don't blame them at all for that. But it got me thinking, and I was talking to the staff that I had at the time, and I was like, what would you guys do if I passed away? And they were like, we don't know. We'd probably just sell the business, close it, which again is fine. I don't expect anyone to want to continue the business that I've built up, but it did really put it into perspective that if the only reason this business is here is because of me, and I'm really stressed out and burnt out by it, and I want to close it down, like, something's gone wrong there, you know, like, that's not adding up. Real eye-opening moment for me of just, let's figure something out. Let's make this business good. Let's figure out a plan to make it good for me, because without me, there is no business. The way I operate this business is as a sole trader, which means that I am the business and the business is me. So basically, the profit is my money. That's a really loud bike. the way I do it is I pay myself an hourly rate, just like I would for any of my staff. But if you know anything about small business, you probably know that a lot of small business owners don't really pay themselves properly. And I definitely have not really paid myself properly. And I'm going to change that. I'm going to change that in 2025. I'm going to start paying myself properly. I'm going to start paying myself adequately for the amount of work I put in order for this business to serve me better, which is the whole point of the business. If the business isn't serving me, I shouldn't have the business. In order to make it serve me better, I have 3 main goals. And those goals are to get out of debt to the ATO, to catch up on my savings accruals. I'll explain that in a second. And my third goal is make profit. That was my other one. So at the moment, my business doesn't technically make profit. So after expenses and wages and tax and all of that, plus my wage, we don't make any extra. And I also haven't been paying myself the hourly rate that I set for myself, which isn't that much. I think it's like $29 or something like that, $29 an hour, which is like, I hate to sound entitled or anything, but like, I don't have to put a disclaimer on everything I say. People will understand what I'm saying. If you take this the wrong way, I apologize, but that's abysmally low for the amount of stress that I put myself under. For the record, I've always paid my groomers like $28 an hour. My junior groomers get like 27, 26. So like abysmally low. At the moment, I'm currently working off some debt to the ATO. It's on a payment plan. There's like $2,500 left on it. I'm sending a lot of money every week, but I'm sort of in this bit of a pickle where I have to keep sending a lot of money until the end of March. And then from there, things will be a little bit easier. There'll be a little bit like a leftover money, that kind of thing. So I'm really excited to get this debt paid off. It's the next day. I'm editing the video in like a free spot that I've got because the dog cancelled, and I realized that I forgot to talk about the accruals. I also feel like I didn't explain this 4-pronged attack. So prong number 1 is YouTube. I want to put more effort into YouTube. Prong number 2 is getting my tax debt paid off. Prong 3 is making profit, and prong 4 is accrual. That's the whole point I made this video. I want to save up an amount of money so that when my staff go on leave and stuff like that, I can just take it out of that savings account. That's all I was talking about. Anyway, back to the video. Anyway, that's my plan. I thank you for watching this video. I know it's just been a little bit long and rambly, but I hope it's been kind of interesting. And I will see you in 2 weeks or so with the end of January update, or even sooner if you like. I can talk about how much money we made last year and how much of that was expenses and how much of that was profit, which was not a lot. And I can go a bit more into 2024, but for now I'm thinking about 2025 and ahead. So thank you so much. That was a bit of a silly ending. I'll just leave it like that.